Alright guys, Jake back. Welcome back to the channel. If you're subscribed, you've heard me talk about this Razor MX650 that we got for free. So today, you're going to see us take this thing apart. We're going to start dismantling it, get this ready for just a cosmetic overhaul. We're not going to overvolt, we're not going to change anything, and definitely not going to affect the performance just yet. That'll probably come up in a later video. So definitely stay tuned, keep watching. I got my oldest son Tyler out here. He's going to help me take this thing apart. He's got some ideas for it. Get this thing looking a little better. So most definitely keep watching. I'm going to start with taking this thing apart, and we'll see what we got in store. All right, we're going to go ahead and start tearing down this pit bike. We get everything prepped, ready for paint. Got new plastics on order for it, some graphics. Definitely going to change the look of it. Not doing much in the way of upgrades to it right now. Till my boy here gets a little more practice at it, gets a little better, a little safer. Then we'll talk maybe a 48 volt conversion, get up to some lithium batteries, really make this thing a little pocket rocket. We say we start tearing this thing. Where'd you go? You left me. Neighbor next door pulls up in a Cummins diesel and he runs after it. Gotta love it. That's my boy right there. All right, what do you say we start tearing this thing down?
Yes.
All right, let's get her done. Picking the rugrats up from aftercare. Had to relegate the frame to the front seat so we can take this thing home. That's Mason's foot. We say we go home, get this thing, start getting it mocked up. What do you think?
Yes.
All right. Is that what you're looking for on the frame color pack? All right, man. Let's head home. I think that's our Amazon order just rolled up the driveway. Parts for the mini bike. Doesn't get any better than that. Perfect timing. All right, we got our order from Amazon. Let's see what we got. All right. Got our motocross stickers. Got our monster stickers. Still waiting on some parts. But we got that once we get the plastics. Once we get the plastics, you'll see a whole different look to this bike. Keep watching. Alright, brought the frame back from the shop. We're going to do some preliminary reassembly today. We have not got the new plastics in. We're ditching the yellow on there. Going to go to a carbon fiber plastics. The CRF50 is very close to the MX650 from Razor, so I've read that with minor modification we can get them reinstalled. But I've got this little man with me today. He's the one that actually rides this. I do too, but he does pretty well. And then we're going to jump on the Recon sitting over there. So that's waiting in the wings. Future episode. All right, what do you say we get started there, little man?
Yes.
Okay, Yes, we get started now. Nice job, my man. I think day one of reassembly, until we get the plastics in, of course. Fenders, side covers. I think we did pretty good. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it looks good.
You're part robot.
Yes, affirmative.
All right. We get these plastics in. We'll get the rest of it shot. This thing debuted. This looks like an engine. It's our battery cover. It's just a mock engine on there. But what we're going to do is do a little detail work. That way that looks a little bit better. Just doesn't look cheesy. So I got that coming up. Hopefully be able to get this done today. Get those carbon plastics on. Get this project finished up. Now no peeking, but that's the recon in the background that's underway. Stay tuned. Got this cleaned with a degreaser. I'm going to start masking it off. Scuff this up. Adhesion promoter. And we'll put a little silver paint on I gotta tell you, that looks a lot better. Even though it's fake, it just looks so much better than a big plastic thing stuck to the side. Now, we get to figure out how to fit these. Shouldn't be an issue. Minor modification. The bolt holes kind of line up where the old one went. We got nothing at the back. So that's going to be the issue. So I hate to say it, there may be a few zip ties that go in this just to hold them to the frame. Alright, as you can see, the razor's gone off the side. All we did was use a little bit of fabric dye or vinyl dye on there instead of recovering it. May not last too long with sitting on it, but it'll work for now. These CRF50 plastics are so similar to this that they actually line right up with the screw holes. So everything gets built as a sub-assembly right off of the seat. So the only thing I had to do was right here was just grind the lip off the corner so it goes around the gas tank to make sure that that bolt hole does line up. So right now we're going to go ahead and get these screwed in place, start building the sub-assembly so we can get the body of this thing done. Alright, on the tail section you have the slot. That lines up with the seat mount. On the bike, the bracket is a whole lot wider right here on the back. So what I did have to do was open this slot up about a 1/4 inch on either side to fit over that onto the frame of the bike itself. These two tabs do not line up perfectly. The screw hole in the rear lines up, but if you leave the tabs in place, it won't sit flush on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these two tabs off, run that screw in, and then we can put our side pieces on. See, that looks a whole lot better than those yellow MX650 plastics. Alright, moving on to the front fender. These are virtually identical. I really think that Razor copied the CRF50 from Honda in order to kind of make it look like that. You can see there's a couple notable differences. You've got this big hole right here. What that is for the nut at the end of the neck. And these holes right here, I'm not sure if you can see it real well on camera. They don't line up just perfectly, so they're off slightly. Those are for the mounting pins. It keeps the fender from wiggling side to side. So what we're going to do is go ahead and drill out the center hole for the nut on the neck clearance, and then over drill the pinholes. Alright, another project done. You guys saw the Bayou, saw the pit bike. We got the Recon coming up, so you saw that in the background, no peeking. So there's a couple things that we got to wrap up on that. But however, we got the pit bike done. I think it turned out pretty good. I'm not going to worry about it. It's basically just a cosmetic change. Can't leave well enough alone. Never can. So stock, well, it sucks. So if you got something, if you got the means, definitely personalize it, make it yours. So I don't think we're going to see another CRF50 that looks like this. So an electric one at that. So keep watching, stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, hit the bell, subscribe to my channel. We've got more coming up, got a couple more projects waiting in the wings. We actually have a few we're working on right now. So just be healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.